Just wanted to know, maybe saw some little bit improvement this week, or you see some things maybe you can build upon for our second straight home game next week, or just kind of your assessment of the ball game a little bit.
Mistakes, man. We make so many mistakes. If we don't make mistakes, we've got a chance to win a football game. But as is, we put the ball around 4 or 5 times.
Right.
Those are mental mistakes. Those are unexcusable. You can't put the ball on the ground. Those are things you practice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're prepared for it. It's frustrating. It's as frustrating as can be right now. I don't know. I'm just at wits' ends about it, man. We practice. They do fundamentals with that kind of stuff every day. I mean, once a week, or twice a week, they do that stuff and put the ball on the ground and do that kind of stuff. It's frustrating. I'm frustrated right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I mean, you fumble it and they take advantage of it because they got, well, especially in third quarter, those 2 short drives, 35 yards and 10 yards for touchdowns on the 2 fumbles. But so it's frustrating when you fumble, but it's even more frustrating when the other team capitalizes on it. 9 times out of 10, they're going to capitalize on it somehow.
Yeah, that's once again us being afraid to win. We're afraid to win. You know what I mean? We let a bad thing turn into a terrible thing. That's just being fear. That's just not knowing how to win. Just being afraid to step up and face the battle and go to win. You know what I mean? I don't. Maybe that's why I'm more frustrated. I just keep thinking that we're going to get that done. I think we keep thinking we're going to get that taken care of.
Yeah.
And it gets it. I don't know if it's getting any better. I don't know if we've seen any improvements on that part of it.
Well, you were going into halftime in the second quarter there. You were within a touchdown, and then you miss a sack, which would have been a game changer, possibly, at least a quarter changer, and they go in and score. How were you feeling at halftime? I mean,
I was mad. I was mad at halftime because we quit playing. We quit playing. We should have been ahead at halftime. We should have been ahead 8-7 at halftime. There's no reason for them to get the last 2 scores. We put the ball on the ground this first half a couple times too, and I was mad. I was upset with the fact that, you know, I don't know how else to react to him. I don't know how else to react to him other than to get mad at him and let him know that it's unacceptable, that we're all working too hard to have that happen, to have them just quit on themselves, because they're not just quitting on themselves, they're quitting on their teammates, they're quitting on everybody in the stands, they're quitting on the whole community. You know, and I was mad. I was fired up at halftime. I really was. And apparently I reacted the wrong way because we come out the second half, give two touchdowns within a minute or 2 minutes or whatever it is into the game. You know, so I'm not sure how this group reacts. I'm not sure how they respond to things, and I guess just still playing it out. But I'm tired of playing it out. I want to win football games.
I hear you. We'll talk about your offense a little bit. I mean, aside from the turnovers, you had a couple of pretty decent drives there. One in the first half. Well, the second quarter led to that touchdown. You had like 4 first downs, a real steady drive. And then that second one, you had a shorter field. But talk about the 2 touchdown drives.
I was happy with it, man. We went 70 or 80 yards, 75 yards. I don't know what it was on that first drive, and I was pumped
69.
about it. Yeah, I was pumped about that, man. We could move the ball. We moved the ball, throwing the ball. We ran the ball. We moved the ball in several different kinds of sets, 2 backs and 1 back, no back sets. You know, and then the second half, you know, and then our second drive was the same thing. We actually on that drive we were mostly in our no back set, but we were able to run the ball. We were able to throw the ball. We were able to, you know, mix it up a little bit, different routes, different formations, different things like that. You know what I mean? So it was kind of. I was pleased about both of those, and really we were moving the ball a couple other times. We don't put the ball on the ground,
sure.
You know, and so I felt like that part of it. I thought we had a chance to move the ball against them anyway, but no, I'm happy about that. But still, the mistakes are killing me. They're eating me up.
Right, I hear you. All right, Andover Central next Friday, homecoming, distractions, and all that good stuff. But how do you like homecomings, by the way? I mean, I love the homecoming because that's why I do what I do. Is because the atmosphere that you create in high school, in high school football, and just the things that happen. But I mean, I love that stuff. But at the same time, I can hate it if it's distraction, and that's a focus thing by kids, because kids can go have fun. I expect them to have fun. I expect them to enjoy their time at homecoming, but the reason they're having homecoming is for a football game. It's not for anything else. It's not for the king. It's not for the parade. It's not for all the crazy things they get to dress up in all week. That's cool stuff. Enjoy it. But they're using to have the homecomings for that game. You know, and so I enjoy that stuff, but make sure you're focused when the time comes to play football, time comes to practice, and time comes to get ready to play a game that you're doing that. So. How about Andover Central? Again, tough. Yeah,
they're good. They're really good. My defense coordinator the last 10 years is at Salina Central now. Him and I talked 2 or 3 times this last week
about Andover Central and different things that they'll do, and you know, and
they beat Salina Central.
They beat Salina Central, and Salina Central's pretty good. Now he did a nice job of shutting them down. You know what I mean? Salina Central did a nice job of shutting them down.
Yeah.
But they're good. They're big. That Striver, whatever, like Stiverson, I think his name is. The kid going to K-State is legit. I heard he rocked a couple Central kids, Salina Central kids, and so it's gonna be. We're gonna have to play our best game, probably our best team we play. Well, it is the best team we played, I would assume. So.
One more question, Coach, and I'll let you go. Did Tate Anderson grow up a little tonight?
I think so. I took a little pressure on him, told him before the game. I didn't tell him until before the game. I told him that I was going to play Adam the second quarter. And the reason I did that is because I didn't want him freaking out. I didn't know how he was going to react to it. So I didn't tell him on Wednesday when I made the decision that I was going to play Adam a quarter to see how that worked. Because I was trying to get a spark. Not that I don't know that Adam's any better than him, but I was trying to get a spark out of our offense, get them to play a little harder, get them just to elevate their play a little bit. And I think it brought Tate up a little bit. So I guess, you know, that is good. I
saw a little emotion out of him tonight, too.
Yeah, I know. First time.
That's
first
good.
time. I saw him break a tackle. He still got to break more tackles. That'll come when he gets stronger. That'll come as his strength advances and as he grows up and everything. But, yeah, I think Tate did a much better job tonight. Still put the ball on the ground a couple times, and it's got to stop.
Okay.
So.
All right, Coach. Hang in there, bud.